And we're back. Whoa! I'm recording this right after the previous one. It's good. It's good to be recording again because, unlike when I write, because I write for myself, I get to interact with other people. And so, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I've gotten to introduce you to something new that you'll hopefully play. And let's get right into it. Per usual, I'm awoken by the blare of my alarm, but today I don't hesitate to get out of bed. I have a really busy day ahead of me and can't afford to lounge around. I get dressed and head downstairs. As I pass Nikki's room, I notice her door is open and her room is empty. She must be in the kitchen. When I reach the kitchen, no one is there. Uncle Kaido is always gone before I wake up, but Nikki... Aww. There must be something going on at her school today, which is why she left early. I fix myself a quick breakfast and scarf it down. How much time do I have? What would I make? If I had any amount of time, cinnamon pancakes. No doubt about it. If I was limited in time, I'd be eating pizza rolls. Then I hop on my bike and head to school. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. Once I reach campus, I navigate to my class easily. Hey, I'm getting used to this place. The classroom is mostly full by the time I arrive, and all of the seats in the back are taken. I spot an empty seat close to the window by the front of the room. As I sit down, the girl beside me with bright pink hair glances briefly in my direction. A few minutes later, the professor enters the room and heads straight for the front desk.
Welcome to History 201. Today we'll be covering...
The lesson lasts a while, but the material is not bad.
We only have a few minutes before class ends, but your first assignments will be a group project on a case study of your choice. Since it's the first day of class, I'll be assigning your partners.
Wow. The first thing you did was tie us to someone else in your class. Whatever. She points to pairs of students sitting next to each other. Finally, she reaches me.
You and you are partners.
If you're curious, if you had taken the bus, this girl to our left would have been the person you met early. She points to me and the pink-haired girl beside me. We look at each other and she gives me a friendly smile. She seems nice enough.
Your project will be due next week. Class dismissed.
The classroom is abuzz with a shuffle of students. I turn towards my partner. Hey, I'm Jay. She smiles warmly.
I'm Yunna. Pleased to meet you.
Her eyes flick to my stripes.
You must be new.
Yeah, how did you know?
I tend to know most of the pilots here.
Although her uniform fits her like a glove, it's severely lacking in stripes. You aren't a pilot, are you? She laughs lightly.
No, I've just worked with a lot of them. I'm a pilot health and physiotherapy student.
That's a mouthful. She laughs again. PHPT.
Yeah, PHPT
Called
for
it.
short. Anyway, what do you think our topic should be?
And this is why picking, empathetic, I think, is that what it's called? I don't know. This is why being empathetic is awesome. Pioneering Pilots, The Evolution of Gear, or green choice, The Psychology of Xenorobotics. What if you focused more on the psychological impact of the developments and growth of xenorobotics as a field? Her face lights up.
Absolutely! This could also delve into social impact and how society is adapting to the growth of this field, such as the development of new specialties, like studies in pilot health.
That should be right up your alley.
What about you? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it sounds cool. Yunna smiles.
It sounds like we have our topic.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this.
Me too. We're going to have a great project.
By this time, most of the class has already caught up with their partners and left the room. We should probably do the same. There might be another class that needs this room. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yeah, you're right.
I begin to gather my things when Yunna interrupts me.
Wait, may I have your number?
Give my number. 876-5309. Yunna blinks and furrows her brow.
Aren't you missing some numbers?
She gives me a strange look.
If you don't want to give me your number, I'll understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my number back when I lived in the States. Let me give you the new Japan one.
Oh, okay, sure.
We quickly exchange numbers and gather our things. My phone vibrates as we leave the classroom. I glance at her, wondering if she's already sent me a text, but she doesn't have her phone out. When I pull up my phone, I see an unread message from Sho. Big news, Brosif. We are in first phase of qualifier matches. Team is meeting at the hangar. Having my first official team meeting should be interesting. Although I feel a couple of flutters in my stomach, I'm more excited than nervous to see everyone. Please don't murder me, Kaori. Once we're outside, Yunna turns towards me.
Do you have any more classes today?
No, but I'm headed for the hangar. I've got to meet my team before the qualifiers. She nods.
Good luck!
Thanks. We wave and head our separate ways. By the time I arrive at the hangar, the team is already waiting by Sho's gear. Mayu is the first to notice me and gives me a small wave. Kaori and Sho seem to be arguing about something, but Sho silences her when I arrive. How could anyone silence Kaori? Hey. Kaori glances at me and nods.
At least you aren't late.
Brosif, you made it!
Yeah, I left as soon as I got your text. Big news?
Yeah, we got our assigned time slot.
And?
Later. Right now, we need to practice.
Understood.
All right. Head to your gears and turn on your simulators. Let's see what we're working with.
Wait, before we go, how exactly do these matches work?
It's based on how many points you accumulate. We'll be competing against pre-programmed AI gears.
Who are like boss level difficult to defeat.
And our score is calculated by how many we beat, along with how well we fought overall. So things like accuracy, how many hits we take, tactics, teamwork, those are all added up.
So how many points are all of these things worth?
They don't share with us the exact breakdown, but everyone knows that defeating the AI gives you a buttload of points.
Now hurry up and get in your gear. We really need to practice before it's our turn.
I'm on it. She turns her heel and the rest of us disperse. Oh, I love that soft red glow. After reaching my gear, I boot up the simulation. The usual stats float across my screen, but something about them seems off. Kaori's voice comes through the comm.
Where are your weapons?
I don't know, let me see if it's something in the settings.
Why didn't you do a comprehensive check on your gear?
I did! It doesn't scan weaponry since it's not part of the mech's core function.
Your combat gear doesn't have weaponry set as a core function during checks.
Weaponry is external. I've never run into this issue before, although she does make a good point. I try every setting combination I can think of, but my weapons still aren't registering.
Try waiting a minute. Sometimes there's a lag while your gear warms up.
There shouldn't be lag. We wait anyway. After a few minutes, it's clear my weapons aren't going to show up. Vashadin, I don't know what's going on.
Do you even have weapons?
What kind of a dumbass question is that? Of course I have weapons.
Then where are they?
Suddenly, Mayu's soft voice cuts through.
Maybe they're still being processed at customs? I've heard that gear and their accessories are processed separately.
That makes sense.
How long will it take?
I don't know.
Too long! We need those weapons now!
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
No, it won't! How will we fight without weapons?
I'll run as a distraction. I will get in there and draw as much fire as I can while you deal as much damage as you can. I'll figure something out. Let's just start the match. We're running out of time.
Fine. Everyone ready?
Everyone's comm relay blinks green affirmation.
All right, let's start!
We all get into position and square off to take on the AIs. My closest enemy charges me with its sword raised. Juke! I barely manage to sidestep out of the way. This does not bode well. I retaliate with an uppercut and a punch to the solar plexus, which does some damage, but nowhere near the crushing blow I received. The AI shakes off my attack and immediately swings again. Go for the disarm. Defend. I raise one arm in defense as its sword sends another wave of shimmers over my shield. Using my free hand, I jab the AI in the side. Just as before, Eagle takes an alarming amount of damage while my attack on the AI barely phases it. I dodge and block most attacks, however I can't return attacks and can only defend. With my energy core gradually depleted, it doesn't take much for the AI gear to wipe me out. Without a fourth teammate, my team barely manages to win. We all shut off the simulator and climb out of our gear. I can already hear Cowrie's footsteps. I start to head back towards the team, but they all get to me first.
We can't play a match like that. We hardly scored any points.
Don't worry, Cowrie. I'm sure he'll have his equipment soon.
Not soon enough. The match is today. Maybe he shouldn't compete. We can tell them we have 4 members, but one of our gears is in no condition to fight.
Mayu looks at her determinedly.
No, he has to. It's the only way.
Sho looks apologetically at me.
Look, maybe you should just hang back. Without weapons, the AIs will ruin you.
I can still help us gain points.
No. Sho is right. You have to hang back. That will maximize our qualifier points, which is what's important right now.
Sho stares in shock.
Did you just agree with me?
Not now, Sho!
You never agree with me.
Idiot! Why do you keep saying that?
Just then, a group of engineers come toward us.
What are your gears still doing here?
Say what?
They've got to be prepped for the next match.
That means we're next. Let's go.
What about our gears?
The engineers will handle it.
The engineers disperse toward our gears. My team splits up to head to the locker rooms. We quickly change into our combat uniforms. Luckily, I'd kept my old one from the States. I follow Sho into the pre-combat room, which was a small room connecting to the locker room and arena. This space feels cramped. Couches line the walls, and a round table is in the center. I barely have time to take in the room when Cowrie and Mayu walk in dressed in equally skin-tight suits, which hug to their every curve. Your suits are so cool. Cowrie gives me a strange look. Mayu looks a little surprised.
Thank you?
No problem, you guys look great. Cowrie narrows her eyes.
Okay.
While most pilot suits don't differ much from the others, the Japanese models have a more aerodynamic feel to them. This is the first time I've had a chance to see the suits up close and...
Stop staring!
What? Mayu's eyes widen, and she crosses her arms across her chest.
I didn't think you were like that.
No, I just meant the suits look good on you.
We got what you meant. And we don't appreciate your staring. Come on, Mayu. Let's go before he says something else he regrets.
She pulls Mayu close to her, and the two of them head to the table.
Rookie move, Broseph.
No, seriously, I was looking at the suits. Wait, that didn't come out right. Sho just shakes his head.
Everyone's got to wear these suits. You're making it weird.
I'm not wearing one. Am I wearing one? You never see a model of me wearing one. As I approach the table, Cowrie hits a button on the side, which brings up a hologram of the arena battlefield. 4 impressive gear pop up on the right side of the field, and 4 smaller gear populate the other side. Cowrie points to the right.
These are the enemy AI gear we'll be battling.
She points to the other side.
This is us. The AIs are programmed to be a challenge, So it's important that we stick to the plan and work together to take them out.
Mayu speaks up, her expression solemn.
The gears we are facing against are specifically engineered for Ace Academy qualifier matches. They change yearly to make sure they can't be beat using a systematic approach.
With a quick flick of her fingerprints, Mayu zooms into the AI gear holograph. Statistics on the AI battle armaments and parts pop up beside the gears.
It looks like we have 2 Class A close combat and 2 Class A long-range support gears.
Kaori nods. Reaching her hand into the holographic field, she shuffles our gears into position on the map.
Knowing all that, Sho and I will blitz the melee gears to give Mayu some breathing room. She will focus on suppressive fire on their backline. That should give us enough time to finish off the 2 gear and engage for the remaining ones.
Mayu and Sho both nod in agreement. Kaori pulls the last gear towards the back edge of the map, then looks pointedly at me.
This is where you will be. Don't get yourself killed.
I flick at her flatly, but I don't dispute her. The map flashes red, and the door to the arena slides open. Sho's face lights up in excitement, and he practically leaps towards the door.
That's our cue to get out there.
Does everyone understand the plan?
Aye aye, Captain.
Okay, then let's go.
Taking a deep breath, I follow Sho and the rest of my team to our ready gears. And next episode, we'll be seeing the fight. I think I'll put the fight in its own episode. And I might show you both halves of it. Ooh, things can go different ways depending on your choices. It is a visual novel after all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.